Hey, what's going on? And welcome to Common Style. Today, I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to improve your style and wardrobe. Let's get started. Hey everyone, my name is Ryan and welcome to Common Style, where I help the average guy become above average. Common Style is all about practical lifestyle and wardrobe fixes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you check out my other videos up here and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when new videos drop. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Let's get started with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be all about taking good care of your clothes. So the old adage is true, time is money. So all the clothes in my wardrobe represent all the time it took for me to save up and buy those pieces. Now, if I'm going to buy a nice quality piece of clothing for the right price, then it's important to me that that piece of clothing lasts as long as possible. The way that I'm going to make that piece of clothing last as long as possible is by taking awesome care of it. And that means following the instructions on how it should be laundered or following the instructions on how it should be cleaned in any way, shape, or form. And we're talking about shoes and jackets and shirts and pants. So when it comes down to it, I need to take care of those things the way that they're supposed to be taken care of. And there are several things that help me take care of my clothes. They include I bought good hangers. I take care of my shoes and jackets with a good leather polish. I have a good sturdy brush to knock dust and dirt off of my shoes before I go ahead and polish them. And talking about polishing your shoes, to take care of my shoes over the long term, I actually keep a shoe shine kit at my desk at work with neutral shoe polish in it. So that if I'm wearing black shoes or brown shoes, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing, I can go in and I can polish my shoes at work. Now, going along with the care of all of your clothes goes the washing instructions. Now, a lot of things that you buy can be washed. Now, what they will tell you on a lot of the cotton items that you're gonna buy, like your jeans and your chinos, they're gonna tell you to go ahead and wash them in cold water with a cold water detergent, and then they're going to tell you to tumble dry them on low heat. I recommend against putting any cotton item that you wanna keep in its shape in the dryer. Typically what I'll do with items like that is I will wash them in cold water and I will hang them on a rack. I went out and I bought a rack from Amazon, one of their highest rated racks. It was really cheap. I think I paid about $30 for it. It's huge. It can accommodate like 8 t-shirts, or I can hang like maybe 7 pairs of pants on it. And I can dry these things in my house without ever having to put them in the dryer and compromise the integrity of the cotton fabric. Tip number 2 is going to be try a new piece into your style rotation. Add a subtle piece into your wardrobe and see how it feels. Now, this concept is good for somebody who already has their wardrobe settled or already has a sense of what their style is going to be. Because in the beginning, when you're just laying that foundation, when you're just getting the basics all squared away, what's going to happen is it tends to let you lose a little bit of the focus on what you're doing, and it can be distracting and distract you away from the actual building of the foundation. Tip number 3 is all about researching your favorite brands. I know where I like to shop and I know what brands I like. So every so often, I'll take a look on the internet or I'll go to the mall and see what they're offering. Now, the reason that I do this is because I want to know what's coming around the corner for the next season or what it is that they're offering new. In the end, these are all personal questions for you to answer. So make a short list of the brands that you like and see what it is that you actually like about them. And if you can't figure out a list, leave a comment down below and ask me for my recommendations and I'll give them to you. Tip number 4 is about thinking ahead. Now, so many times during my day job, I work in an office, I see this classic tale played out of I got dressed in the dark. And so it can be really off-putting to see that to a lot of people, especially if you have to deal with a lot of your colleagues or customers and your coworkers on a daily basis. I spent 10 years in the military not ever having to think about what I was going to wear. And this is why I'm so passionate about what this is, about building a basic foundation for a wardrobe, about finding your own style. Because on a daily basis, I did not have to do any of those things. My clothes were supplied for me and I was told what to wear and how to wear it. So when I went into the civilian world and had to start thinking about color combinations, and I'm at my computer Googling what is business casual, now I know, but I need to figure out what I'm going to wear ahead of time. I still have to put thought into what I'm going to wear. Tip number 5 is always choose the right fit. Regardless of what your body type is, whether you're skinny or you're stout, your clothes need to fit you. So from your neck to your cuff to the bottom of your inseam, your clothes need to look right on you. They need to be the right fit for your body type. Now, it doesn't matter what your style is. The principle is going to remain the same. What you wear on a daily basis should never restrict your movement or limit what you can do. I like to keep in balance 3 things: fit, form, and function. I should never have to sacrifice one for the other 2 or vice versa. So all 3 of these things need to be in harmony with each other. So it doesn't make me look uncomfortable. And when I look uncomfortable, I definitely convey that to the outside world. Tip number 6 relates back to tip number 1, and it's super, super serious. And that is, guys, please wash your jeans, okay? You can't put your jeans in the freezer or hang them out in the sunlight to wash them. You need to actually put them in the washing machine with detergent, turn the water on, let them spin around, okay? There's all these crazy stories about how you can do everything but wash your jeans because you're so afraid that the jeans are going to fade or whatever is going to happen, they're gonna break down. If you buy high quality clothes, they're not gonna be destroyed by the laundering process. So every 2 or 3 times you wash your jeans, turn them inside out, zip up the zipper, button the button, and wash them. Detergent and water. And try to stay away from cheaper detergents because the chemicals are pretty harsh and they can fade your jeans pretty badly. So you want to wash them in cold water, and when they're done with the wash cycle and rinse, take them out and line dry them or hang them on a rack. Now, there's a good reason you want to wash your jeans besides the funk factor and them getting all gritty and dingy and weird looking, is that bacteria tends to accumulate in the crotch of pants, especially for guys. And what happens is that bacteria ends up eating away at the material in your jeans. So you end up with the beginning of a hole, or if you let it go too long, you end up actually having a hole, which I have actually had before because I was following the recommendations of you shouldn't wash your jeans. Tip number 7 is mix in a few new colors to your wardrobe. Now, it doesn't have to be anything drastic. It can be a subtle change. And this mixes in with trying a new piece out. So with the new piece, you know, that might be mixing in a vest when you're going out and you're wearing a button-up shirt, or it might mean putting on a tie with your button-up shirt, or wearing a blazer. Try a new shirt color. Wear it with your jeans or your chinos or whatever it is that you want to wear it with, but try something different. It's a good way to break up the monotony of your wardrobe. And tying back to tip number 2 of trying a new piece, this is a really good way of kind of branching out and seeing maybe you want to try something new. Maybe this is that push that allows you to expand your comfort zone just a little bit more every time. So you start developing your style in a way that makes it your own. Tip number 8 is invest in a good, high quality suede or leather jacket. This particular tip is near and dear to me because I had to save up to buy a really high quality item like this, and it took a long time to do that. The reason that I consider this particular piece an investment is because the longevity of the item. Now, generally these pieces are going to last for years, decades, possibly even generations, depending on where you get the jacket and how it's made. And it goes all the way back to tip number 1, which is take really good care of your clothes. So those were my 8 tips on how to improve your style and your wardrobe. I hope you liked them. If you did, please leave a comment and a like. And if you didn't, leave a comment anyway. Tell me what you didn't like about it. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can find out every time that I post a new video. I truly appreciate you watching. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and have an awesome day.